In matters of relationships, the question of a partner's past experiences often arises, sometimes accompanied by curiosity, insecurity, or even judgment. From a Stoic perspective, however, the focus should not be on dissecting another person's history but on cultivating self-awareness, emotional resilience, and ethical judgment. The Stoics remind us that external circumstances, such as someone's past relationships, are beyond our control. What we can control is how we interpret and respond to them. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This principle encourages us to approach such topics with detachment, wisdom, and compassion, rather than reactive emotions like jealousy or insecurity. When considering signs that someone may have experience with multiple partners, it is essential to frame this observation within the context of Stoic virtues such as justice, temperance, and wisdom. Justice calls for fairness and respect in all interactions, regardless of personal biases or societal expectations. Temperance urges moderation in thought and action, avoiding extremes of judgment or obsession. Wisdom guides us to seek truth and understanding without succumbing to baseless assumptions or harmful stereotypes. By adopting these principles, we can observe behaviors objectively while maintaining ethical integrity and emotional balance. This article explores 7 potential signs that someone has had multiple partners, not as a means of scrutiny or criticism, but as an exercise in mindful observation and self-reflection. Each sign is examined through the lens of Stoicism, encouraging readers to use these insights constructively to better understand human behavior, foster empathy, and deepen relational awareness, all while upholding the cardinal virtues central to Stoic philosophy. Confidence in intimacy. One of the most noticeable signs of experience with multiple partners is a sense of confidence and ease in intimate settings. This confidence stems from familiarity with navigating physical and emotional closeness, allowing individuals to communicate their needs clearly and assertively. While some may interpret this trait as indicative of promiscuity, Stoicism teaches us to view it instead as a reflection of self-mastery, a virtue highly prized by the Stoics. Temperance in observation. Rather than jumping to conclusions about someone's past based on their comfort level, practice temperance by observing without attachment. Ask yourself, does this behavior harm anyone? Does it align with mutual respect and consent? If the answer is yes, there is no cause for moral judgment. As Epictetus advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Justice. In interpretation, fairness demands recognizing that confidence in intimacy is not inherently linked to promiscuity. It could equally arise from self-awareness, emotional intelligence, or prior healthy relationships. Avoid reducing someone's character to superficial assumptions, focusing instead on their actions and intentions in the present moment. Open communication. About boundaries. Individuals with experience often prioritize open communication about boundaries, desires, and expectations early in a relationship. This transparency reflects wisdom gained from navigating diverse relational dynamics and underscores a commitment to mutual respect, a cornerstone of Stoic ethics. Wisdom in dialogue. Engaging openly about boundaries demonstrates both courage and prudence. Instead of perceiving this as a red flag, appreciate the wisdom behind preemptive clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "He who acts unjustly acts impiously." Ethical living requires honoring others' autonomy and fostering trust through honest dialogue. Empathy and understanding. Recognize that discussing boundaries openly is a sign of emotional maturity, not manipulation. Approach these conversations with empathy, seeking to understand rather than judge. This alignment with Stoic justice ensures fair treatment and deepens relational harmony. Comfort with independence. Experienced individuals often exhibit a strong sense of independence, having learned to navigate life's challenges autonomously. They typically value personal growth and self-sufficiency, qualities that resonate deeply with Stoic teachings on inner strength and resilience. Self-reliance as virtue. Stoicism celebrates independence as a form of self-reliance. Seneca observed, "A gem cannot be polished without friction. nor a man perfected without trials. Rather than viewing independence as aloofness, recognize it as evidence of someone who has cultivated inner resources through life experiences. Balance in interdependence. While independence is admirable, Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of interdependence in relationships. Appreciate the balance between autonomy and connection, ensuring that neither overshadows the other. This equilibrium fosters mutual respect and sustainable partnership. 4. Emotional maturity in conflict resolution. Another hallmark of experience is the ability to handle conflicts calmly and constructively. Individuals who have navigated multiple relationships often develop strategies for resolving disagreements without resorting to hostility or avoidance, a skill rooted in Stoic principles of rationality and composure. Rationality over reaction. Conflict resolution requires rational thinking over emotional reactivity. Observe whether your partner approaches disagreements with calm reasoning rather than impulsivity. Epictetus reminds us, men are disturbed not by things but by the views they take of them. Encourage constructive dialogue grounded in logic and fairness, patience in process. Acknowledge that resolving conflicts takes time and effort. Practice patience, trusting that thoughtful communication will yield positive outcomes. Patience itself is a Stoic virtue, reflecting the ability to endure difficulties with grace. Adaptability in relationships experience often equips individuals with adaptability, the capacity to adjust to different personalities, preferences, and situations. This flexibility mirrors Stoic teachings on embracing change and finding opportunity in adversity. Acceptance of changed life is inherently dynamic, and relationships evolve accordingly. Celebrate adaptability as a sign of resilience and openness to growth. As Marcus Aurelius stated, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Adaptability transforms obstacles into stepping stones for deeper connection. Growth through challenges. Adaptability reflects a willingness to learn and grow alongside a partner. Embrace this quality as a foundation for long-term compatibility, fostering continuous improvement and shared progress. Selective. Vulnerability. Individuals with experience tend to be discerning about when and how they reveal vulnerability. This selectivity stems from lessons learned about guarding emotional well-being while still fostering intimacy, a balance that aligns closely with Stoic ideals of prudence and self-preservation. Prudence in sharing vulnerability is a powerful tool, but its misuse can lead to unnecessary suffering. Appreciate the wisdom in sharing emotions selectively, ensuring they contribute positively to the relationship. As Seneca cautioned, no untried person can know what is best for himself. Trust as earned. Selective vulnerability indicates trust earned over time rather than given freely at the outset. Respect this process, recognizing it as a safeguard against premature entanglements or misplaced affections. Non-attachment to outcomes. Finally, experienced individuals often demonstrate non-attachment to specific relationship outcomes, prioritizing authenticity and mutual benefit over possessiveness or dependency. This attitude echoes Stoic teachings on accepting what is beyond our control and focusing on virtuous action. Detachment. Without indifference, non-attachment does not imply indifference, but rather freedom from clinging to unrealistic expectations. Practice detaching from rigid ideas about how relationships should unfold, remaining open to organic development. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last. Live each moment fully without fixating on future uncertainties." Ethical engagement. Ensure that non-attachment coexists with ethical engagement, treating your partner with kindness, honesty, and respect. Balance detachment with active participation in nurturing the relationship. Conclusion. Observing with virtue, identifying signs of experience with multiple partners provides valuable insights into human behavior, but it is crucial to approach these observations through the lens of Stoic philosophy. By practicing detachment, fairness, wisdom, and empathy, we can observe behaviors objectively while maintaining ethical integrity and emotional balance. Remember, the goal is not to judge or label others, but to deepen self-awareness and relational understanding. As Epictetus wisely stated, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Focus on cultivating virtue and fostering meaningful connections, letting go of unnecessary judgments about the past. In doing so, you embody the essence of Stoic living, finding peace and purpose in the present moment.